Hello, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Guess what? This video is being uploaded on February 6th, which means today is the launch of the Slumber Party soap collection. We're launching at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time today. So if you're interested in purchasing the bar in this video or any of the other bars that I created for you guys here on YouTube in January, that's when they'll be available. Just to recount, the bars are Cotton Candy Bubblegum, Glossed, Pink Lemonade, Boy Band, Space Crystals, and today's soap, which is the February Baby Soap. And today's soap that we're just affectionately calling February. It is a birthday soap for all you February babies. For those who don't know, I did a birthstone series last year. Well, I want to do something else this year. This year, it is just a fun soap for anybody whose birthday falls in that month. So our first one is for all the February babies. It is a really, really cute design. And of course, I had to lean into Valentine's Day just a little bit. It's going to be super, super fun to make. And so without further ado, let's make some February soap. All right, February babies. We begin this soap with a mismatched stick blender. This is going to be a relatively simple design. I've been craving a much more simple, I don't know, especially whenever I stamp a soap, there's just something nice about simplicity. So it's gonna be 2 layers and I'm gonna split it right down the middle. It's gonna be so easy. Very, very reminiscent of some old school royalty soaps designs, especially with the frosting. We're gonna do a white and black marbled frosting. It's gonna be so beautiful. Pour in that lye water solution. We're gonna blend this up and then split the batch in half. All right, let's split this batch in half. So these 2 white pitchers are from Dollar Tree, and they are white pitchers that I use all the flea-flopping time because they're so fabulous. They hold just the right amount of soap, y'all. Just the right amount of soap. I've also gotten so used to them, I am pretty good at determining exactly the right amount of soap to add for a split batch. I don't know, I guess this just happens whenever you use the same things over and over and over again, but I can pretty much fill something within like half an ounce and it be completely correct if you back weigh it on a scale, which is like my only talent, so I expect praise. I was never very good at sports. I was never very good at much of anything except soap making and apparently judging weight based on a volume measurement in this white pitcher. And now we add the color. So for the first layer, we're gonna add in some black oxide, and I'm gonna mix that up presently, but I'm also going to add in some red color right here, just like that, and I'm not gonna mix this one up yet. And as far as obscure talent goes, I would also want to let you know that I can tell you what sort of helicopter is flying over by listening to it and without looking at it. And sometimes Caleb tests me and goes out and he's like, "What kind is it?" And I listen and I'm yelling out like, "That's a Black Hawk." And he's like, "Oh, you're right! Yay!" And there you go. That's the extent of my talent. So I'm gonna set this off to the side. Like I said, we're not gonna mix it yet. We're gonna go ahead and mix up this first layer. This is the layer we're going to stamp with the February soap stamp. But of course, I got to mix it up first. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll pour it into our 2 Brambleberry molds. Okay, let's pour. It's so flea-floppin' shiny. I'm obsessed. Also, there's totally glitter in these molds. I tried so hard to get out and they're just gonna have glittery bottoms because I could not do it. This soap is scented with a fragrance inspired by Victoria's Secret love spell. It is a classic for February. Tons of people like to use it. And I have been doing a February soap with this scent for literally years. All right, just gonna scrapey my container. containy. All right, let's clean up these edges here because I clearly was so messy and spilled things. An absolute tragedy. All right, and so once this sits up a little bit more, I can mix up the red and pour that on top. Ugh, it's so pretty. It smells so good. I am getting major Queen of Hearts vibes, which is fun because I believe it was last February that I did, was it last February? It might have even been the year before that I did the Alice in Wonderland series. I did an entire month just for Alice in Wonderland because I loved it so much, but I don't think I did Queen of Hearts. Maybe I did. Why can't I not remember? I don't know. I've made a lot of soap since then. The Golden Afternoon soap that we did for that particular set was like so much fun. And also Don't Step on the Mome Raths. That was a bestseller as well. Honestly, I would love to get to remake that because the little eyeballs are so cute. All right, just gonna scrapey out my little containy here. Then I'm gonna tap these down to sort of flatten out the top, get all those air bubbles out of there. We are ready to do the soap frosting. So I'm gonna set these here. I'm gonna mix that up and we'll start piping the tops after this quick commercial break. Okie dokie, so here we go. I have my soap frosting all ready to go. So I'm gonna start by doing my classic 3, 2, 1 dollop here. And as I see more black coming out, I will probably rotate my bag. I always like to have the prettiest part facing the outside because that's what people see the most. So I'm just going to go along this way, just like so. I really like this part right now, so I'm just going to keep rotating as I go along. A lot of people ask me if it's like difficult, I guess, to pipe and go quick enough before the soap batter sets up, because if you're new around here and you don't know much about soap making, piping soap is not the same as piping buttercream frosting, which is what it looks like, but chemically, obviously, very different. And also work time is very different. So you do have to pipe a little bit faster than you would with a cake. And also you can't just smear it right off if it doesn't exactly work out. That was a fun thing that I learned with making cookies, was that it just, if it didn't work out, you could kind of just wipe off the icing and do it again. With soap, it's a lot harder to do that. Wow, this looks even better on the second row, and I'm not sure why. You know what? Those are laning. I can tell when my soap starts to lean to one side, and so then I have to turn the bars and correct them. All right, so frosting is done. I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a tiddly bit so that you guys can see everything, but also so that I don't mess it up. Now, I may decide a little later on that I want to put some black glitter on top, like just for funsies, but for now, I'm just gonna put this silver rainbow eco glitter on top. You can get it from Brambleberry or Mad Micah's. Fabulous. And now for the embeds. Hearts and hearts and more hearts for my February babies. I'm just gonna put these right in the middle, and I am gonna push them in a little more than usual, simply because they are kind of tall and I don't want them to get broken during shipping. Are you guys excited about Valentine's Day this year? I love Valentine's Day. I loved Valentine's Day even before I met Caleb. I liked to make little vintage Valentines that I printed off and cut out and perfumed to give to all my friends. I took it very seriously. This red matches the red inside the soap perfectly, and I am living for it. One more. Yes! Okay, wonderful. Let me spritz this with rubbing alcohol. Spritz, 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 spritz. La 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 la. All right, let me bring you guys in for a close-up because, believe me, you're gonna want to see this close up. And there she is in all her whipped glory. Ugh, so divine. I cannot wait to stamp these. I even purchased a special mica for it. I can't even talk. I'm So excited. So I'm gonna let this sit for 18 to 24 hours and then we'll come back. We will cut these bars and we will also stamp them with the February Baby soap stamp that I designed with their special little icon. It's the first one, so I can't wait for you to see it. All right, my precious February babies. It is time to cut your soap. So I'm gonna turn it on its side because these be looking really, really tall. Okay, that looks about right to me. So I'm gonna line it up, press down gently. Heavens. Gosh, it looks so good. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So obviously the soap is still really sticky. This is pretty typical for this particular fragrance oil. It makes things, well, a little bit sticky, but it smells absolutely fantastical. Looks super, super cute. I can't wait to stamp these. It's gonna be so great. And I can't believe our first birthday soap is already done. Ugh, guys, I know that this year is going to fly by in this respect. I'm gonna be like, holy smokes, we're already in May. Okay guys, here's my little soapy stamp. I know it's a little bit dirty and I apologize profusely, but it won't make the soap look dirty. For stampin' timing, I have TKB polished silver. In the bag, it looks like kind of a brown umber color, but it's not. I'll show you. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my table and you guys can see now how light that silver color is. I don't know what it is about that bag that kind of warps it, but there you go. I will take one of my soap bars now. They haven't been sitting for very long, but I found because this stamp is so thick, you kind of don't need it to sit that long. It has some really, really big letters, and I did that on purpose so that I could easily stamp this thing pretty much at whatever time I wanted and not mess it up. So I'm going to tap off the excess. Just like that. I'm going to line it up in the middle, and I do have a little bit of extra fluff and stuff on there. I might have to dust that off when I'm done stamping. Oh, not much. I'll dust that off in a second, but this is what it looks like, all stamped and ready to go. Let's do one from in the middle here. Gonna pop this out a little bit so that I have a little more to dust. All right. Put it right here in the middle again. Press down, pull up. Ta-da! Yes! That looks so good. Look at that. Yay, February babies! I'm gonna do one more just for the heck of it. And then, of course, after these sit and cure, we will clean them all up. We remove the edges of our soap with potato peelers, so this edge will be gone. We wipe off any excess, you know, so it's all pretty and presentable. And there you go, our February baby soap, the first of this year. Look at the sparkles, I love it. I also love the smell because it does get better with age. Sometimes when you cut certain soap fragrances, it's a little like, ooh, right off the cut. And then as it cures for 2, 3, 4 weeks, it ends up smelling so much better. I think this is one of them and I'm just thrilled to death. So again, if you wanna get this bar for you because you're a February baby or you know a February baby that needs one, it'll be on the website today. And of course, be sure you do something fun for yourself today. Maybe, just hear me out here, maybe you need to decorate your house, your room, or your apartment for Valentine's Day or for Galentine's Day. It's the month of love and cuddles and pretty pinks and reds, and it's just, it makes my heart so happy. I personally am going to be using the Thread Mama Patreon. I'll leave her little links down below because she has new prints available and she does it pretty seasonally. I know she loves Valentine's Day because there's always the prettiest things that she has. So I'm going to go get some of those printed at Walgreens and just hang them around the house. I'll hang them in Lily's room and in the living room, and therefore we get to feel festive and celebratory. I'll probably do the same thing for St. Patrick's Day, and going forward, I like to change things up because it does feel like if you do seasonal decor just a little bit, that you're celebrating every single month or two, which is, you know, it's very needed during times like these. But truly, I don't really care what you do. Just be sure you do something fun for yourself today, whatever that may be. Have an absolutely royal day, and I will see you guys in the next video where we will announce the next soap collection that we're going to be doing for March release and then making in February. Also, if you want to know that earlier, you can subscribe. It is a one-time monthly newsletter that we do. It's very short. Oftentimes I just highlight the products that are going to be in there, and then of course I give you guys on the newsletter some secret sauce information before anybody else gets to know about what the next collection is. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'm not going to spam you. I don't like that myself, so I wouldn't do it to you. And until next time, have an absolutely royal day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.